Hi everyone. If you like my videos and my readings resonate with you, please consider becoming a member to support the channel and to unlock more content from me. For more information, click on the join button below to know all about the different tiers and different readings that I offer. Thank you. Hello, group number one. Welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing How Do People See You? So I'm going to be giving general messages also, like how do people view you generally? What's their general opinion of you? And also, I might be picking up some messages about, let's say, recently, the people that you know, what are they thinking about you? So, general as well as circumstantial. Is that how I should put it? I don't know, but I hope you get my point. Before I start the reading, I also want to mention that I'm open to private readings. You can book a reading with me. There will be a Ko-Fi shop link in the description. If you can't make sense of that, you can find my email and you can write to me. So I just wanted to mention that. Let's begin. So let's see the tarot cards first. I pulled 3 cards for you. We have Justice, and I used different decks, and crazily enough you got the same card from 2 different decks. We have Justice from 2 decks, and we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is why sometimes I prefer using multiple decks, because the same card comes out and I feel like there's obviously emphasis on that message. Should I put down more cards? I think I'm gonna go back and forth with the tarot cards, because this is like the overall general theme of the reading, and I want to go over the specific oracle cards. This is the card that you chose. We have Lizard here. We have Scholar. Let's keep these here. Let's put one more. We have the Eternal Child. So I'm going to look at the other cards later. Let's start with what we have right here. So why are the Justice, the number different? Here we have 8, here we have 9. It's 9, right? Or is this 9? I'm confused. This is 11. Interesting. We have 8, 11, 9, 4. Maybe the numbers are significant to someone. I usually don't mention the numbers. But let's begin the reading. We have strong Saturn energy here with Justice coming out. Saturn is connected to the justice system. We also have this connection to the sign of Libra as well, which is also connected with balancing. We see the scales here. And Libra is also the zodiac sign where it's our interaction with other people. So it's about being just and kind to the people around us, looking for justice, looking for fair treatment. This is where Saturn also gets exalted. So again, it's about serving people. Saturn is connected to service and being righteous. That's also a quality connected with Saturn, treating everyone equally and fairly. So I feel like you could be someone who comes across as very serious about these things. You're someone who treats people really well. If people don't reciprocate, you might cut them off, but you will not stoop down to their level. So there's this level of pride or just righteousness that I'm picking up with you, pile number 1. You could also have like this strong sense of black and white with these 2 cats, black and white cats. You could also be very worldly. I see this world, this globe here. So I feel like you're very worldly. You keep up maybe with the news around the world, what's going on, and I think you pay attention to every action that you do. So for example, if you're shopping, you're mindful. You're like, okay, where is this money going? Or you might be someone who's like, I'm gonna support my the companies that are national. So something like that, you know, instead of international companies. Or I don't know, you're just very mindful when it comes to even the day-to-day things that we are kind of in default mode with. You're someone who put some thought behind your actions, is what I'm picking up. And for you, some of you could be in the justice system or doing some sort of a job where you're trying to help people, especially people who are downtrodden, people who are struggling, who are going through a tough time in their life. So you could be someone who's helping people. Essentially, that could be a job in different capacities for whoever's picking this pile. But you want to help people, you want to guide people, you want to support people, and you have a kind heart is what I'm picking up. With this eternal child, you're connected with your inner child, and some of you could have maybe had difficult childhood growing up. Maybe you were very independent growing up. 9 of Pentacles is the energy of a person who's very independent. So it could be a situation like that, especially maybe an absent father. Why I'm saying that? Because I'm getting a Libra energy here, and in Libra, sun gets debilitated. So maybe father figure was missing, or you had to be the masculine in the family. Something about being the authority figure in your family, maybe, or taking care of your siblings. Something about just taking up this role where you didn't really get to experience a full childhood. Maybe for some of you, I'm getting that. Or you've just naturally been very independent as you've grown up, as you've matured. You're someone who's self-sufficient. You might not rely on other people. I'm getting Queen of Swords, King of Swords energy also here. Whoever's picking this pile, depends on your gender. There's something about healing of the inner child also. For those of you who are on, let's say, a spiritual journey, because we do have Lizard, and Lizard is, this is one of the more spiritual cards in this deck. So I feel like you could be someone, as you've kind of become more spiritual over the years, or you've found yourself, you've grown up, you've matured, you've connected with your inner child, and you might have done some healing work connected with that. But maybe earlier, let's say, you were self-sufficient and independent because you didn't want to get hurt. You had maybe abandonment issues. But as you've grown up, you've realized that maybe there can be, maybe I can let go of control a little bit. I can connect with people, be more vulnerable, and let this inner child out. Maybe you're finding people who embrace this inner child, or allow you that space where you can be yourself. You can really show your true self. Something about that. You could also have good intuition, like you're good at judging people. You know, okay, this person could be, I can see myself being friends with this person down the line. Or you could meet someone new, you could feel like this person and I, we're not gonna get along, so I'm not even gonna invest in this connection. So you could have good intuition here with the Lizard. This is fire element. We have air obviously here, and we have earth. So very balanced person. Like I said, you've gone through some difficult, challenging situations early on in your life, which has helped you shape into the person that you've become now. And you've gone through some lessons, but it's really, you become very polished because of that. And you're not someone who's taking your frustration out on other people. You are more understanding. You have more empathy because you've been through the same thing. That's what I'm picking up here. Some of you could be into psychology also, maybe studying up about human psychology. That could be an interest of yours. You could be good with children, and with scholar, obviously you could be very intelligent. I'm also getting that energy here with these two cards as well. Someone intelligent, someone who's studious, maybe a good student in school. You could be someone with multiple degrees, very well educated. Or you could be the eternal student. You love learning, you love reading. Picking up reading could be a hobby. And with child also, children are connected with learning and being like a sponge. So you could have good retention power maybe, or you could be a quick learner. Very worldly. I was picking that up right here. So definitely maybe you're interested in others' cultures also. Maybe traveling a lot to different countries, learning about their culture and stuff like that. You could be the sort of a person who keeps the conversation going, you know, because you have so much knowledge. So you keep the conversation going. You're interesting to talk to. You know a lot about different things. It's not just like one specific hobby that you're passionate about, but you could be the sort of person who can talk about maybe politics, then sports, then fashion, then something else. You know, you just keep going. And lately you could be connecting with this inner child of yours. You could be healing the inner child, or you could be someone who has this young light-hearted, childlike quality or personality, even though the first impression could be a bit more serious, bit more Saturn-like you're very serious, professional, doesn't like to show their emotions too much. I'm getting strong Saturn with you. You guys could have Saturn in Libra, like I said. You could have Saturn in the first house. You could have a Saturn ascendant or Saturn moon. So these are some of the things I'm picking up. Maybe something with Mercury Saturn also, because Mercury is the student. But yeah, let's keep going. With Lizard also, this card spoke about kind of getting lost in a big crowd, or too much overstimulation is not good for you. So you're the sort of person, group number 1, you like being around people. You are good with crowds. You could have good social skills, but you also have this need to come back to your inner child. You have this need to again isolate a little bit, to be this independent person, in order to find yourself, because too much stimulation, too much interaction with other people drains your energy. So some of you could resonate with that message. Let's keep going. Next up we have Tantra. Let me lay down a few cards, then we'll talk about them. We have number 2, Journey, and we have Observe, number 12. So talking about these cards, Tantra is about bringing the masculine and feminine into unity or union. So some of you, maybe we had Libra energy here as well. So some of you could be, maybe you found someone, a connection recently. You could be in a relationship. Maybe you've been single for a long time. You could be connecting with someone new. Or I feel like being in a relationship could really bring out the best side of yours, something that people have not noticed. Or there could be something about your energy lately or in the future, because we have Justice here twice. So it's like the energy is continuing. Here there is a shift. So possibly in the future you could be meeting someone that could bring about a change in your energy, or I don't know, open up a different side of yours. That's what I'm picking up. Some of you, this card had very interesting message behind it. It said something about, now you're not looking at the right or the wrong, but you're looking at the integration. So not the black and white, but the gray area, which is interesting. It went with this card perfectly. So I feel like you could be someone who's kind of, like I said, you're warming up, you're opening up. You've been in this cold energy far too long, and now there's a shift that's happening, and you're finding it easier to connect with people, to make connections, and maybe finding the perfect relationship for you. Or this could also be a partner who triggers this inside of you. That's one thing I'm getting. I think this could also be a message for you, group number 1. If you don't date, you should date. You could find a great partner for you. It's a good time to look for a partner. And maybe have a little bit more self-awareness when it comes to relationships, because you could find good partners, but you might turn them down, or you might run away from them. One thing I'm picking up. So here we have Observe. So you're a very observant person. You could, like I said, you're sympathetic. You look at people's struggles and you want to help them. You're very you pay attention to people. You could be a good listener also, right? Libra is that air element. It's connected with communication, interaction, and listening also. Speaking, listening, all of that. We have number 2 here, Traveling. So a bridge, crossing a bridge. So like I said, there's this transition period that I'm picking up with pile number 1. So I think something is coming up for you, group number 1. And you could also be traveling in the near future, or you should look to travel more, connect with more people, and rejuvenate. So you could be someone who works too much, workaholic, and you need to take a few breaks in between. That's a message from Spirit for you, group number 1. Finally, let's look at some astrology cards. We have the 8th house for you. We have Cancer. We have Neptune. So I was picking up moon energy here also. I didn't speak about it. 2 is ruled by moon, and moon is connected with travel. So I was like, okay, we have journey, travel, and we have the number 2. And here we have Cancer again. So you could be traveling and change in your emotions, shift in your emotions. Something is changing inside of you, group number 1. That's definitely an 8th house is also transformation energy. So something is shaking up, shaking loose, especially could be connected with your emotions. This could also be connected to your feminine side. Like I said, maybe you've been in your masculine energy far too long, and now you're kind of embracing the feminine inside of you. And I do have something about here with the maybe your spirit guides communicating with you. Pay attention to your dreams. Make sure you get your sleep. You're sleeping well, drinking enough water, taking care of your health, eating well. Food, moon is also connected with food. And clean out your house space. Make sure that your house is clean, your bedroom is clean. With Neptune, again, signs, synchronicities might be coming up. Spirit might be trying to communicate with you. And this is also, I don't know why it's giving me the energy of travel, because it's connected to Pisces. I see a fish here as well. So maybe some travel is coming up for you, or you should look to travel more, connect with more people, clean up your space, move a few things around your house, eat better, sleep better, and pay attention to your dreams. You might be getting some signs soon. So we also have Scorpion energy here as well. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. So all the water signs are here. Something to do with your emotions, your femininity. Pay attention to that. If you're thinking about making some sort of change, now is the time. Since we've also gone through the solar eclipse, now maybe you need to focus more so on the moon, the feminine side. So that's the reading for you, group number 1. I hope this resonated. If it did, if you enjoy my content, please become a member, support my channel, and thank you for watching. Bye guys. Hello group number 2, welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing how do people see you. So this will be general messages, as well as if I pick up something about, let's say, more recent, or the people that are close to you, how are they seeing you now. So maybe those messages might also come through, but I'll try and make it, I'll try and stick to general messages as much as possible. So let's see what comes through. These are the cards that you have right here. I've pulled a few tarot cards, but mainly it's oracle. I love oracle cards. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, you would know that. So anyway, I also wanted to mention that I'm open to doing private readings. You can find the link to my Ko-Fi shop where you can book a reading with me. However, if that doesn't make sense to you, you can find my email and write to me. So let's start. This is the card that you chose. I'm going to lay down a few of these and we'll look at the other ones later. So this is the one that you chose. We have the fish here, water element. I'm going to keep it to the side. I'll put the tarot cards in the middle. So the first one you got is strength, Leo energy. We have temperance, Sagittarius energy, more fire. We see this fire element here as well, the triangle. We have the magician. Okay, let's keep this one here. And we also got this card child in reverse, so I kept it like that. We have Lord. We have space. We do have space. And finally we have here temple. I love this emoji. This is the one I use in all of my comments. The people who leave comments would know. So okay, let's see. What am I getting here? We have Pisces energy here as well. It's interesting. I used 3 different tarot decks to pull the cards because I thought, let's see if any cards repeat. In the first pile it did. But in your pile, we see Major Arcana came out in all the 3 cards. So this is very interesting. I feel like this could be maybe something recent also, where there could be something powerful in your energy. You could be feeling more empowered, or you could be the sort of a person who creates an impression. There's something powerful in your energy, group number 2. 3 major arcanas came out for you. Something about you is significant. Either people tend to notice you, or you have a presence, or in the recent past there's something about you where there's been a major shift or something, and now people are taking notice of you more often than not. So that's one message that I'm getting. Now paying more attention to this fish here, it gives me the energy of a person. First of all, you could have moon in Pisces, you could have moon in Leo, you could also have a Sagittarius ascendant. I'm getting strong Sagittarius with this pile. Why? Because we have temperance, which is connected to Sagittarius, And usually we see this angel on the card. Angels are connected with that spiritual divine energy, which is connected with Sagittarius. I think in Western astrology, Sagittarius might be the most misunderstood zodiac sign, because I never understood it when I used to follow Western. By the way, no judgments if you follow Western, it's fine. I'm not like against Western astrology, and I do believe if you're good at what you do, you can use any method and you can give an accurate reading. So nothing against Western astrology. I started out with Western as well, but I felt like there are too many stereotypes, and with Sagittarius especially, the sign, I could never understand it. It never made sense to me. All people would say is this person likes to travel, they're very flighty, they're this, that. And when I went to Vedic, the description was so much more accurate, and I resonate with it deeply. Why? Because I am a Sagittarius ascendant, so I could never connect with the Western message. Sagittarius tend to be very spiritual. They're also very traditional, and as they age, they become more traditional. So they could start out as someone who's maybe defiant or non-traditional, non-orthodox, but as they age, they'll become more traditional. And we see this praying hand, we see the temple, which is connected to Sagittarius. Ninth house is connected with praying, religion, all of that. And Sagittarius is the ninth zodiac sign, and it's connected with prayer. So I think this is just strong Sagittarius energy coming through. Manifestation, strong energy with manifestation I'm picking up. We have two infinity symbols as well repeating here. So something about you, group number 2, where your manifestations are coming true. And maybe prayer could be a form of manifestation you can try. I think it will be fruitful for you. And stay firm, stay steady, don't lose hope, because these cards are about not a lot of Sagittarius is connected with having faith. So have faith. And Leo is about holding on, staying strong, not wavering, not being the fish. This card talks about feeling overwhelmed, lost in the current, where the water takes you wherever you are, and you don't really have a strong pull. You don't have a sense of control over yourself. So I think you're stepping out of this energy, entering more so this energy about finding yourself, finding your voice, finding your power, and feeling more beautiful also. With this rose in the mouth, it makes me feel like you could be going through a glow up. Your manifestations are coming true, your prayers are coming true, and you could be someone who's maybe getting more so into spirituality. And something about you growing up also. With the child in reverse, it's like now you're becoming this adult. You're turning into this Lord. You're finding your confidence, you're finding your strength. There's something about your aura that is very magnetic right now, and you're not perceived as this kid anymore. Maybe you had that sort of personality growing up, like you were the fun one, the comic, or the childish, bright, youthful energy. But now you're changing and shifting. You're like growing up. Now you're becoming more regal. You're coming across as more responsible, more sincere. Things are happening, working out for you. You're taking on more responsibility. You're finding yourself, maybe finding your career, your path in life. Something about also having more faith in your dreams. Magician is about manifesting your desires. So now you're finding what do you truly want, what is the path for you, and what are you praying for. So this card also had interesting messages on it. It said something about what's the word, I can't remember, but what do you pray for, or what is important to you? Is it your material possessions or your path in life, who you are as a person? So what is important to you? What do you have faith in? So I think you might be questioning that. You might be going through a phase where you're changing your priorities. You're growing up, you're maturing, and you're finding yourself. It's like coming of age. That's the energy I'm picking up. Or something about finding confidence in your inner self. Maybe having a lot of self-love also. Transformative energy. And just this energy of feeling happy, feeling content, feeling love, feeling joyous. This Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, which is also finding wisdom. Jupiter is the guru, the mentor. Something about you finding wisdom, feeling more positive, optimistic. That is also a Jupiterian quality. Jupiter people are very optimistic. They're very bright, they're fun, and they always make the best of things. They're very positive. So, and also there's a weight to their personality. So people tend to respect them, people tend to take them seriously, people ask them for their advice and also follow their advice. And also funny, Jupiter is also the significator of children. It's a significator of the 5th house, which is connected to children. So yeah, definitely I'm picking up Jupiter energy. I didn't even make that connection before. And Jupiter also rules Pisces. So maybe Pisces, you were more so lost in the Pisces current and now you're shifting to the Sagittarius energy of the Jupiter. And the funny thing about Pisces also, I recently watched a video from an astrologer. He said something about wherever the house of Pisces falls, we have to kind of sacrifice in that area. And we repeat things. It's like a circle. We tend to repeat. So you kind of have to surrender and let go in that area of our life. We have to make sacrifices connected to the sign of Pisces. So for some of you, maybe you've gone through those cycles, you've learned your lesson, you've made some sacrifices, and you've kind of dealt with that energy, and now you're in the energy of abundance. Now your gifts are coming through. So that's what I'm picking up. Let's keep going. This pile is very spiritual. I feel like some of you guys could be like light workers. Usually there's that one pile that is more so connected with spiritual people and light workers. So this is that pile for today. Next up, we have Swadhisthana. This is the sacral chakra. It's connected with the things that we enjoy. So again, that confidence energy, it's connected to our creativity, sexuality. It's connected to let's say our hobbies. Let's say you're finding your career, you're finding your path in life, you're really enjoying that work now. Earlier maybe you were doing something else and you didn't really enjoy it, but now you're finding yourself. You're like, okay, now I'm coming across people that I like, things that I like, work that I enjoy, and I'm being more creative, maybe picking up some old hobby or something. Your side hustle is bringing you success, but you're feeling good and you're radiating that energy. You're connecting to the fun side of yourself. Next up, we have number 53, Magician and the Mirror. So this is also very spiritual energy. We have this, again we have this infinity sign. It's repeated 3 times now. So definitely your manifestations are coming in. Guys, if you are into law of attraction, law of assumption, you should maybe look up a few videos and try to manifest with those techniques. I think you can bring your dreams into reality, especially with Jupiter moving into Taurus in May. I think that could be a very fruitful, lucky time for you. Group number 2. I'm also thinking about doing a reading dedicated to Jupiter for my members. So if anyone's interested, you can join my membership. I'm thinking about doing maybe different ascendants, what kind of results you can expect, something about the Jupiter transition into Taurus. I think it's a very good time for a lot of people. So anyway, this is also giving me spiritual energy. That's Sagittarius energy, like a priest. We have fire and water, this energy of bringing things into balance. Here also we have this fire element, we have water, we have temperance, which is also connected with bringing the feminine and the masculine in balance. Something about things coming into balance for you, maybe going through a tough time in recent past, and now things are kind of shaping up and you're catching a lucky break, and your blessings might also be multiplying with this mirror. Mirror multiplies everything, right? It's also the energy of Rahu. Some of you could have Jupiter Rahu conjunction, or maybe trine. I'm also drawn towards this trine, or you could have these planets in fire signs, because it's also trine energy. This triangle I connected with fire. So that's what I'm seeing. Again, connected to manifestations. Keep manifesting, guys. We have number 6. This is 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving. So connecting with a lot more people, maybe having more clients, making more money, having like a bigger group that you're connecting with, making more friends, making good connections that can be fruitful in the long run, and giving back also to the community, making more donations. That could also bring more abundance for you, group number 2. But I think this is that fellow community sort of energy that I'm picking up. It's also feeling good, making others feel good. It's a nice energy, connecting with people. let's finally look at some astrology cards. We have Pluto here. Note, Rahu. See, I was talking about Rahu here. I forgot about pulling this card. We have 5th house. We have Aquarius, which is also the zodiac sign connected with Rahu. So something about Rahu. And Rahu is in Pisces, is it not? I think, yeah. So you have strong Rahu, Jupiter playing some major role in your destiny, group number 2. With 5th house, I was talking about hobbies, picking up like a side hustle or some passion project. This is 5th house energy. It's also connected to dating, so you might be connecting with someone new. You could be dating, you could be having a lot of fun. 5th house is also connected to love, and it's connected to Leo, natural 5th house, right? So love, feeling a lot of love, not just because of a relationship, but in general, love for life, love for living, so much love for yourself, self-love. I'm just picking up like this energy of your life feeling very fulfilling during this time, and people are noticing this radiant energy about you. They feel like this person's doing so well, and they're just so full of life, so bright. I don't know, you look like a new person to people. With Node, it's the foreigner. So something about your energy, group number 2, where people feel like, who is this person? I don't recognize them anymore. They just seem so different. They seem so unique, and I don't know, it's like you've gone through a glow up, and people are noticing that. You're catching lucky breaks, lots of blessings coming in. Pluto is also transformation, so a major change in your personality, in your aura, group number 2, that people are noticing. And you could also become more traditional, orthodox, more religious, more spiritual as time goes on. So people would notice that about you. It could become a big part of your personality. This could also be your work that you're doing. So connecting with a lot of people, making new connections, and they will have this entirely different image of you. And I'm just picking up a lot of energy around you, group number 2. And people noticing you, definitely, for sure. Like something's going on with group number 2. And yeah, I think it's mainly positive blessings coming your way. I started out this reading as how people see you, but I think it went on in a different direction, almost like a prediction video. I think there is something about this pile where Jupiter moving into Taurus is important for you guys. So yeah, I think because of that, I kind of channel different messages for you. But yeah, anyway, people are noticing a major shift with you. People, it's mainly good, positive energy that I'm picking up for pile number 2. So that's the reading. I hope this resonated, you liked and enjoyed the reading. If you did, please leave a comment, let me know your thoughts. If you want to support my work and my channel, you can become a member. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye guys. Hello group number 3, welcome to today's reading. Today we're doing how do people see you. So this could be how they're seeing you right now. But mainly I'll try and focus more so on general messages. So how people view you generally. What's the general impression they have of you. So that's the reading. Before I start with the reading, I just want to mention that I'm open to doing private readings. There's a link to my Ko-Fi shop where you can book a reading with me in the description. If that doesn't make sense to you, you can write to me on my email. That will be also there. So let's begin. This is the card you chose. We have the Scorpion. First time this card has come out in the reading. It's come out before in private readings. But yeah, first time it's shown up. So I'm really excited about that. This is the Scorpion Tarot. So I love Scorpio energy. So by the way, I'm going to start out with these cards. We'll look at the other cards as we go along. So let's first look at the tarot that you got. I pulled cards from 3 different decks just to see if any cards repeat. So you got High Priestess, 3 of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. And we have Despair. And we have the Storm. So we'll start with these cards and we'll add the other ones. The energy I'm picking up with this pile is obviously strong Scorpio energy. You guys could have Moon in Scorpio. You could have Scorpio Ascendant. Maybe Sun in Scorpio. You're born in November probably. a lot of you guys, November, late October. So yeah. And High Priestess, we see the moon. So maybe the moon is definitely could be in Scorpio, or it could be in one of the water signs. That way it would make a trine connection to the sign of Scorpio. So strong intuitive psychic abilities could be there with you. Group number 3. You could be someone who's good at judging people. You understand human psychology. Scorpio is connected with psychology. 8th house matters, right? So you're good at judging people. You can right off the bat sense that if you're gonna get along with this person or not. You can pick up their intentions, and there's something about you being good at reading people, noticing the micro expressions, the body language, and all of that. You're really good at that. And you also understand people's intentions behind an action. So if someone's like laughing at your joke, but they're not laughing at someone else's joke, you know why this is happening. You know the underlying reason. Or people are treating let's say you have a friend in your friends group, that person treats everyone differently, so you know why this person's doing that. With one person they're trying to hook up, with the other person they're trying to become more friendly or get some sort of a favor, and with someone else they don't get along, so they're rude. You can just pick it up like very quickly. You don't have to know the person all that well. So you have this natural ability to read people. You're also very mysterious. People see you as this mysterious person, and they also feel this intimidation. They feel like watched. So people feel like, okay, I'm being watched by this Scorpion. Or even if you're not a Scorpion, you don't have Scorpio placements, this is how people view you. So they feel watched by you. They feel like you're very observant. You listen closely, and you pay attention to what you're doing. So they feel a little bit on edge. They could also feel a lot of intimidation with you, pile number 3. There's something about your energy where you come across as very confident and self-secure. So that might flare up their insecurities, and they might feel like, wow, this person is a force to be reckoned with, and I just feel very inferior, or I feel my insecurities flaring up around this person. You could also be a bit more quiet, bit more introverted, or you don't speak much. It doesn't have to mean that you're introverted. It's just you like to observe other people and just to get an idea of their intentions, and then you kind of mingle with people. So there's a lot of mystery around you. There's a lot of mystique, intrigue. People don't know you. They feel like there's a lot of curiosity I'm picking up. Like people want to get to know you better. They want to get into your good graces. Some people feel intimidated. They want to run away. Others feel like they want to get to know you better. I'm also getting this energy that you could come across as moody, and people just assume that there's a lot going on in your life. You're probably going through a tough time. Something about your energy where you seem like a person who's very resilient, who's been through some tough things in their life. I don't know, you just give that heavy energy. For some of you, you do that. Not all of you, but I don't know, something about, or maybe you're good at counseling people like that. Like you could give really deep and profound advice. Like you have been through some life experiences, and you know how to console people or say exactly what people need to hear at a particular moment. So you have this knowledge, you have this wisdom that's very apparent, and it doesn't come very easily to people. It comes to people who are seasoned, who are experienced, who have something special about their energy. So you definitely have that. You could also be someone who makes their presence felt even without trying to do so. There's this strong energy about you with this fire energy that I'm picking up here with these wands and the storm. It's like you make your presence felt one way or the other. People notice you. You could also be a person, storm is that energy of upheaval. So you could come into people's life, and you could make this sort of create this tower moment where maybe a lot of people have not met someone like you. You create like a deep impression on people. Or let's say you leave, so people feel like they really miss you. You leave a void behind. Something about your energy where you just create this ripple or this strong impact on other people's life. Scorpions also tend to be very competitive, so people might notice that you're very competitive. And Scorpions are also very loyal. So you come across as a person who's very loyal, very supportive of their friends. You could have few friends, so you don't mingle with every single person. You're not very approachable. And there was one more message. Loyal person, competitive, very passionate. So you could be someone, the things that you love, you're very passionate about them. You follow your dreams. So it's like 0 or 100 with you. So if you like someone, you'll support them through thick and thin, and you will stand up for your friends no matter what, even if it is at your own disservice. But if you don't like someone, they can do anything. You won't be impressed very easily. Same thing goes for your career. You're very passionate about your work. Scorpions are the ones who are very, I don't know, they're not people who are doing a job to earn a paycheck. These are the people who follow their passions and they really enjoy their work and they're obsessed. Scorpions tend to have very obsessive energy. Once they find something they like, they stick to it and they really enjoy that hard work also. And these are the people who, let's say if they have a partner, they will be very giving to the partner. They will treat them like royalty and be very loyal, supportive, make a lot of sacrifices for their partner. So you come across as a person who might be a little intimidating, might be misunderstood, but at least people respect you as a person and they feel like this is the sort of person that I want to be friends with because they'll be a ride or die. This is the sort of person I want to be in a relationship with because they will, really stick by my side and, I don't know, like fight for me or be very loyal and be always someone that they can count on. So that's the energy I'm getting here. With Storm, this is I think of Ardra Nakshatra every time I look at this card because Ardra is connected to storm, raining, a lot of different symbology, but this card always reminds me of Ardra. So you could have Gemini placements. With Ardra, it is connected with feeling misunderstood. So again, I'm getting that energy of someone who you're not the sort of person, if let's say you don't find anyone in a group setting, you'll sit by yourself. Scorpions do like isolation, so they'll sit comfortably. They don't feel judged. They don't feel like any sort of insecurities like I'm sitting by myself. These people can even go and eat alone in restaurants. They can go to the movies alone. They don't care. So you could have that energy where you're just not there to impress anyone. You're not looking for anyone's validation. You're very secure and you're on your own. You could also be misunderstood with this Ardra energy. Person who's misunderstood, person who has a lot of emotional issues, or I don't know how to say it, but difficult emotional issues in their life. Person could cry a lot but might not cry in front of other people, might cry when they're alone in their bedroom or something like that. That's Ardra energy. People who fight for others but they don't have anyone fighting for them. A lot of the times I do get this energy. By the way, if you're an Ardra, you should watch this show, Mr. Robot. I feel like when I watched that show and I was just starting out with astrology, I didn't know too much about nakshatras and stuff like that, but I watched that show. I'm like, this person has to have, like Rami Malek, the actor, I knew that this person has to have Ardra placements, and I looked up his chart and he did. And I think the creator also has Ardra. Just the whole theme, the character, the story, everything is Ardra. It's like Ardra on steroids. So if you have this placement, you need to watch that show. You would feel really understood. So it's one of my favorites. So coming back to the storm, you create a storm. You could understand very difficult emotions also with other people. You're very kind and you're very understanding. Group number 3. And one more thing I'm picking up is you have a lot of Tikshana energy, like that fierce energy that I'm picking up here. So yeah, I think you're someone who is fierce and intimidating. People feel intimidated by you 100%. I'm just getting this I'm not getting like any soft, cute energy here, because that's more so like Pusha Nakshatra and maybe Libra, or I don't know, but this is like heavy, strong, fierce, powerful, strong energy. That's what I'm getting so far. So very self-sufficient also. Maybe we have tapas here. This is connected with self-discipline, so you could be someone who's very hard on yourself. People notice that you have all these idiosyncrasies. How do you say that in idiosyncrasies? I can't say it. Idiosyncrasies, I don't know. But someone who's like, maybe you could have OCD, or you're like, I like to do my hair this particular way, or I like to sit on the left side, or these crazy things. You could be someone who's very particular, or I like to have my coffee this particular way. It's that, I don't know, having standards, being very particular, having boundaries. That's your energy. With tapas, this is also a person who's hardworking, who has strong morals, principles, and you stick with that. So if someone doesn't agree with your beliefs system, you're the sort of person you might cut them out. Yeah, it's self-discipline also. So you're very hard on yourself. You could be someone who's humble, who's very modest. You don't like compliments. You might not be good at taking compliments also. And you could be into spirituality, obviously, occult stuff like that. That's very obvious. That's very Scorpio. That's why I named my channel Scorpion Tarot, because tarot is 8th house. It's Scorpio. That is what it is. It's nothing else. It's no other zodiac sign. It's no other house. It's 8th house Scorpio energy. That's tarot. So we have sun here. Person could, like I said, I never mentioned months, but I said you could be a November born Scorpio, and sun is in Scorpio in November. So some of you could definitely have that. We have sun here. So again, finding yourself. Soul, sun is indicated by the soul, who you are as a person. That is also the journey of the Ardra person. There's a big story connected to it, but let's just say the person is born out of rage. So there's a lot of chaos. Then the person is looking for where did they come from, who's the father, who's the mother. They basically, this story of the archetype, which is Rudra, the deity connected to the Ardra Nakshatra. He's born out of Brahma's rage, and then he cannot find his place in the world. So he's straddling between worlds. He's in the middle, which is why these people are connected with justice, treating people with justice and looking at both the sides. They're very intelligent. People could notice that you're very intelligent. One of the symbols of Ardra is the brain. So very brainy people, very intelligent, very logical also, and they fight for other people's justice. So again, so then he's like trying to find his purpose, his place in life, and he feels very isolated because no one's I don't know, he's like in between worlds. So he doesn't have friends here, he doesn't have friends here. So very isolated sort of energy. You could be someone who's on your own. You might not have like a big circle. And mainly the energy I'm picking up with this pile is someone who's fierce, strong energy. So you might not attract a lot of people towards you. Very few people might come towards you who have similar sort of energy, but you could be misunderstood for sure. And you're looking for your purpose in life. You're looking for your soul purpose, what makes you happy, what fulfills you. So again, that passion energy is coming through, and confidence. Sun does indicate confidence. And you could also have a fun personality when you're social. It doesn't have to be heavy, but this is who you are as a person. People see you as this person, but you can be fun as well. You can be social as well. You could be very attractive also. Scorpio does give attraction. People are naturally drawn towards Scorpios because they're good looking. Something about their energy is attractive. It's not looks per se. Next up, we have Ace of Pentacles, number 1, which is also the number of Sun. Here also we have number 1, right? We have strengthening bonds. So again, important connections are important to you. You treat people really well. So people want to be around you because of this reason, because they feel like this person will give me great treatment. And they're a good person, they're just, they're kind. You're just not for everyone. That's the thing. You're a very unique individual. Group number 3. Finally, for astrology, this went way too long. I don't know how many of you guys are still watching. If you are, please leave a comment. We have Venus here, Uranus, Scorpio. So not surprised, Scorpio came out twice. We have 4th house. So what I'm getting here, a lot of buzz around you. I think people talk a lot about you, group number 3. And maybe you could have online connections. You could be someone who connects with people for far away places or like foreign places. You might not connect with the people around you, the people that you grew up with. That's one message I'm getting. You could be a homebody. Fourth house is your home, so maybe you don't go out much, but very passionate in love. I think a lot of people, you could have relationships where once you leave, those people are really broken. They're like, this person left a void that I cannot fulfill. You could be a little possessive also when it comes to love. Possessive, jealous, but very passionate, very obsessive, very focused on your partner. So that's one thing I'm getting. And attraction. You could have different options. A lot of people interested in you. And you could be someone who's really, you enjoy your home space. You could be really into decorating it, making it beautiful. You could be a good host also. And maybe you don't bring a lot of people into your house. It's like sacred to you, like your sanctuary. And you might not open up to a lot of people. With the Scorpio energy in the fourth house is the people that you're close to, your emotional vulnerable side, and Venus gets exalted here. So you might show that side to your lovers, your people you're in a relationship with, but not very often, and not with a lot of friends. You could have friends that might not know all different facets of you. Like you could hide certain things even from your friends. That's one thing I'm getting. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't want to go on and on. So I hope this resonated with someone. If it did, please let me know. And if you want to support my work, support my channel, you can become a member. Click on the join button below. And thank you for watching. Bye guys.